436-1212 is the number to call right now if you need some legal counsel. If you have a question Charlie O'Hara can help you with, 436-1212. Get on the line right now and have Charlie help you out. He joins us here for our first show of 2012.
Good to be here. A little cool.
It is a little cool out there, Charlie. So, let's talk a little bit about, this time of year. We were just talking during the break. A lot of DUI type cases, a lot of shoplifting kind of cases, people maybe overindulging during the holiday season.
Well, the DUI cases, I think what everybody always forgets about those is not only do you get a criminal case for a DUI, but you can lose your driver's license, and that's a big thing for a lot of people. Having convictions, one thing, losing your driver's license is quite another. I mean, you can't get around in Wichita very well without a driver's license, so obviously you shouldn't drink and drive. We all say that, but people still around the holidays tend to do that. As far as shopliftings go, I mean, they pick up at this time of the year. People that buy things and that sell them for a profit, this is when they do that, because people buy presents. And then some people want to get presents, and they decide to take something from the store without paying for it. So those increase a lot.
That's true. Okay, well, 436-1212 is the number to call right now if you have a question for Charlie. We do have a caller on hold, so let's go ahead, please. Your question for Charlie this morning.
Good morning. My children are getting ready to go overseas for about a week, and we're going to have my grandchildren. What do I have to have in my possession in case one of them gets hurt and I got to have them treated at the hospital or the doctor or something?
Well, I suppose you could have a note from them, and that would probably work. I mean, in today's society, it's a little different than it used to be. Usually, even though they're over in Europe, as long as you call up your phone provider, you can get a hold of them on their cell phone if they have a cell phone and talk to them. The rates are a little high, but you can talk to them. And then, obviously, if something really comes up, they can talk to the doctor, or if they have to, they can email or fax the doctor and do that. Otherwise, I think you can get a note. If you want to have it notarized, you can, but probably a note from them will be enough for most minor things. Yeah, it's
a good question to at least think about, though, because some people might just overlook it and say, oh, well, I'll just take the kids and not think about that. So at least, good on that caller to at least think about it.
Yes, but I think I mean, if it's an emergency, the doctor or the hospital is going to take care of the kid anyway,
Sure,
regardless.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to another caller for Charlie. Go ahead, please, your question this morning.
Yes, good morning. I was calling, if someone co-signs on my house, to help me get a second loan, does that give them a right to live here?
I don't believe it does. It kind of depends on the agreement. I mean, if the agreement is they're just helping you get the loan, if you default on the loan, then they're going to be responsible for it, and at that time they could probably take possession of the home. But if the agreement is that I mean, it's whatever you guys really agree when you do it. It doesn't give them an ability to walk in the house that they're a co-signer. It does give them some rights, though, and it would be something to be careful with. But usually that isn't a problem. Usually the problem arises when somebody doesn't pay the loan, so the co-signer is responsible for the debt, and ends up with a house.
Yeah, you got to be careful anytime loans are involved, right?
Co-signing for anybody is always a problem.
It is a very dangerous situation. Yes. Okay, thanks so much, Charlie. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we will again have Charlie on next Wednesday as well. So if you didn't get your call in today, you can try then.